John Gokongwei Jr., one of the richest and most respected and successful businessmen in the country. He was known as Mr. John, as his employees called him. He is a founder and chairman emeritus of JG Summit Holdings, one of the largest conglomerates in the Philippines that owns several companies such as Universal Robina Corporation, Cebu Pacific Air, Robinson's Land, which operates Robinson's Malls, JG Summit Petrochemicals Group, Summit Media, and many more. He is also a shareholder of the company PLDT and Meralco. With the size of the JG Summit today, we can imagine that the person who founded it just started selling peanuts. What is the story behind Mr. Gokongwei's success? Born of a wealthy Filipino-Chinese clan, one would think that John Gokongwei Jr. had it easy growing up and effortlessly built one of the biggest conglomerates in the Philippines. John was indeed born with a silver spoon, but it took great lengths to have it all back, and before dying at 93, he left the family with a multi-billion peso empire spanning food and real estate to banking and aviation.
From living in a stylish home, 15-year-old John became a market vendor. He sold peanuts and just whatever he could make money out of. Even with little cash, he allotted some to send to his family in China. He was eventually able to buy a bicycle which enabled him to sell goods in nearby towns. Hard work led to his capital growing. When his brother Henry returned to Cebu, they boarded wooden canoes to sell various goods to other islands like Leyte and Bohol, and soon after, Lucena in Luzon. Trading goods did not come easy, however, as he had to evade Japanese soldiers along the way. Gokongwei focused on the post-war trade, traveling to United States to buy materials and selling them at a high profit in Manila and the Visayas. John later went on to produce cornstarch, a basic raw material for beer, noodles, and paper. San Miguel Corporation, one of the oldest and largest corporation in the Philippines, was one of Gokongwei's biggest customers. He founded Universal Corn Products in 1954, but eventually realized that he should produce finished goods. Over 3 decades, John and his siblings built Universal Robina Corporation, named after his eldest daughter Robina.
URC would become the flagship company of the Gokongwei Group. The company produces some of the most popular snacks today like Chippy, Cheese Curls, Magic Flakes, and Taquitos. To date, its total assets amount to a whopping 151.9 billion. Gokongwei's empire is now managed by JG Summit Holdings, where the URC is the largest subsidiary.
JG Summit also has significant minority positions in major telecommunication player PLDT and the Philippines' largest electricity distributor, Manila Electric Company. Overseas, it holds positions in Global Business Power and property developer United Industrial. JG Summit's total assets so far have reached 819.3 billion. Forbes ranked Gokongwei as the Philippines' third richest with a net worth of almost 296 billion.
Before his death on November 9, John had long passed on the responsibility to manage JG Summit and other subsidiaries to his son Lance. Meanwhile, Robina Gokongwei leads Robinson's Retail Holdings, the company engaged in the business of trading merchandise. His loved ones and people close to him remember him as a humble man who often left a tray of peanut shells, his favorite snack that helped him build a massive empire. And that's the successful story of Mr. John Gokongwei. I hope you have been inspired by him, that if you are in the bottom now, don't lose hope. You just need to practice hard work, discipline, and the hunger to learn new things that can help you, not only in your financial, but also for your personal success.